the Suns on my agenda here.
Good.
Suns just benched Bradley Beal, Yusuf Nurkic, lost to the Hornets today with this new lineup, and I think it's time to panic for their team. Personally, I don't know how you guys feel, but they've been really underwhelming. I know they haven't been. I don't even want to say they've been unhealthy because besides KD missing that little stretch of games, like Bradley Beal's played for the most part. Obviously, he's not going to play every game because it's Bradley Beal, but Booker played for the most part, missed a few games. But even when they're all healthy, they just can't put it together. You know what I mean? They got to switch the lineups up. Their defense leaves a lot to be desired. And I know that's something we talked about a little bit, but yeah, I think, or what do y'all think? You think this time to panic on the Suns, and what should they do?
Yeah, the Bradley Beal era is over. I think they're making the right moves, benching him, switching up their lineups because they have to find a way to win with the talent that they have. No way that you can be the seed that you are with the Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And their supporting pieces aren't terrible either. They're good enough to be like NBA level players. So I feel like trading Bradley Beal is the best option right now and seeing where he wants to go with this trade clause and just getting some type of depth in turn. Because, like we said, the Big Three era is no longer, and Bradley Beal is obviously not competing at a super max level or a max level type contract money that he's getting. And especially now on this team where you have players that kind of do the same thing that he does. So trading him would probably be the best option and getting depth in return so you can actually make a run with the players that you have because KD is still playing at a high level and Devin Booker is as well.
Hmm. I agree. They gotta do that. I mean, man, the Suns. In retrospect, remember the time when they got traded? Do you think they were gonna do anything with the big three with Brad or not? Did you guys not worried? I don't
Me
know.
personally, yeah, I think they'd at least make it like because they're coming off of a Devin Booker run against Jokic. That was insanity, where he wasn't
Yeah, like
missing
playing
from
like
the
God. Yeah, I know.
yeah
That did happen. Yeah, I
yeah.
guess.
So like
Yeah.
I thought that once you trade Chris Paul and get more pace going because Chris Paul was playing super slow at the time and he was kind of he got hurt I think at the end as well. So I feel like making that trade was to put them over the top and it seemed like it when they did. So
I didn't like the trade when it happened because of Bradley Beal's contract. Like knowing that he's had to make $50 million and had a no trade clause, I kind of already knew. Like if this doesn't work out, they're kind of screwed because again, we said even last year they have to fill out the rest of the roster on minimum contracts, which nowadays in the NBA is just not viable because you need actual good role players surrounding your stars to be competitive. The way the league is stacked nowadays,
Hmm.
and paying some dude 50 mil who's averaging like 18 points. You know what I mean? He's the highest paid player on your team, and at best, he's your third best player. Like
yeah,
that's not going to cut it, and you need that, especially when you're lacking in so many other departments like defense and just interior presence. Because Nurkic, you know, as good of a rebounder as he is, he kind of sucks at everything else. You know, like passing ain't there as it used to be. He can't score for shit. He's out there Angel Reesing his own
Defense trash.
rebounds. Can't play defense, right?
yeah.
So they needed to shore up the role players around the team, and they kind of did that in the offseason, getting like Tyus Jones and stuff, like on
Mason
minimum
Plumlee,
deals.
yeah,
Yeah, stuff like that. But it's like it still hurts you when you got one dude making 50 mil, and like there's just certain players or certain guys that you can't trade for or get because of his contract. So
yeah. And
and
they tried to
they
with
fired Frank Vogel too. They
mhm,
scapegoated him, and we could clearly see like he hasn't been an issue. Like right now, this team ain't even a playoff team. So
yeah. I mean, they tried with the trade for Royce O'Neal too. That was pretty good. You can't say that they're not trying. It's I feel like it's just the Bradley Beal contracts weighing them down too heavily.
They got
I
the wrong
agree.
Nets win.
Mhm. I think they'll
Yeah,
trade
like
him though. He won't be on that roster by the deadline.
if you could break up Bradley Beal for like three role players that are making 50 mil combined, even if none of them are as good as Bradley Beal, right? The fact that you get three guys that can add and do different things alongside
Exactly.
Devin Booker and KD is probably more valuable.
Yeah, and then you just go on a run that the Lakers kind of had when they traded for D'Lo and Vando in the second half of the season, and see where you go from there.
The
But I
problem is
don't
I
even
just
know
don't
if
know any team that would take Bradley Beal.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't know any team that would not even just take him, but offer three decent players for him. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't even want to offer one. So it's just like
How many years do they have left on his contract?
can't be
Good
It's
much.
question.
expiring. Someone might take it.
I'm gonna
Two.
look it up.
If it's
Go back to the
expiring,
Wizards.
or the Pelicans, I take it because that team. I feel like they're trying to rebuild right now, but they
Yeah,
need
I
picks
mean,
too.
like Omari said, like no team's probably gonna give up three solid role players for that contract. So the Suns would have to take a role player like that is having a down year or is injured, like a Bojan Bogdanovic who hasn't played this season, a Sadiq Bey type of player, and just take a
Yeah.
chance and hope they, just return to what they were before getting hurt, because no team's giving up quality role players. So this guy
Yeah.
just 2 more, like this year, then 2 more years left, but the 2027 is a player option for 57 mil, which 1 quadrillion
He's
percent this
100%
dude's accepting.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, you really finesse the NBA. Salute to Bradley Beal. Get in your bag.